Hi, if you're thinking of moving to Fort Myers, Florida, here's 10 things you need to know before you move. Hi, my name is Craig Cunha. I am a real estate agent with John R. Wood Properties here in Fort Myers, Florida. And we're getting calls from folks every week regarding their relocation to the area or simply visiting with questions about the area. So you'll see a series of videos. If you have any questions for us, you can reach us by phone, text, or email. All the information will be attached either on the screen or below the video. So let's get into the 10 things that you should know about Fort Myers if you're looking to relocate. Florida. And I wanted to talk to you about 10 things that you should know before coming to Florida or relocating to Florida. I personally am from Pennsylvania. A little bit of a transition to come to Florida, but I've been here for over 20 years now. And I just wanted to share some of the things that you may think about before coming and some of the things you may not think about before coming. Number one, traffic and wait times. We have two seasons in Florida, in season and out of season. In season refers to the times generally between January and April where all the snowbirds come down and visit us. And local residents either love it or hate it. Personally, you have to almost love it because it's a huge infusion of income for our area. Yes, wait times in restaurants are increased. Yes, there's a ton of traffic, but if you have a little bit of patience and just taking the experience for what it is, it's something to behold. Out of season is our summer months. In the summer, we're starting to see more and more visitors in the summer because they're here to purchase properties, and there's less waiting and less congestion. So if you want to go to the beaches, you're not going to have as many people there. Again, if you're going to go to the restaurants, if you're going to go shopping, just much less competition to be in those spaces. So in season, out of season, keep that in mind. Number two is the heat and humidity. Everybody knows this about Florida. It's the one thing that either has you drawn to it or repels you from our great state of Florida. But just like you have heat in the north to get out of the snow, we have AC to get out of the heat. We have swimming pools. We have the Gulf of Mexico. We have fans and shady trees. So take those things, use them to your advantage. Heat and humidity we can't do anything about, but I will say between the months of generally December and May, it is absolutely gorgeous with almost no humidity. Temperatures tend to be somewhere in between the 70s and 80s. Nighttime between 50 and 60. Absolutely gorgeous. That's why many people will do the snowbird thing, but us year-round folks absolutely love that weather change. Rainstorms and lightning. Okay, rainstorms are one of the things that in the summertime they will happen almost daily, and they are not the drizzle type. They are soakers. So if you get caught in the rain, you think you're going to wait it out in your car, plan on anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour in many cases. There might be a little bit of relief to get you out of the car in a drizzle, but when it downpours, it downpours. As far as the lightning goes, we are kind of the lightning capital here. For that reason, many of our public buildings installed lightning alarms. So if you hear the horn sound, get shelter. It will sound again once the lightning has passed, and it has a 30-minute delay on it just to be sure that you're safe. So keep that in mind. If you hear those horns, be on the lookout. To piggyback right on that is hurricanes. Everybody's heard of hurricanes. In fact, we have the Miami Hurricanes football team. So it is something that is a concern to many people. But at the same time, if you are prepared and stay alert, then there should be no problem whatsoever. When I say prepared and alert, we have a generally 1 week time frame that we know that this storm is coming. So you have a choice. Get in your car, go visit relatives somewhere. Just board up your house first. Or stock up on supplies. Get the shutters on. Get the neighbors to help if you need to. But get your home set up safely and make sure you have enough water and food to get you through at least a week's time. If you can get a generator for the house, even better. That way you'll be comfortable because the heat and humidity is still going to be here. So you'll want some kind of a fan or AC unit or something to keep you cool. All right, another priority, another premium thing that we have here in Southwest Florida is shade on a sunny day. And I'm bringing that up because when you're driving your car through the parking lot, you're no longer looking for the closest spot, you're looking for the shadiest spot. But One word of caution. Note which way the sun's going to move from east to west so that you don't come out of the store and now your car's back in the sun because it passed the tree that you got underneath. Anyway, that's just a little note for you for parking in a parking lot. You will find that that is going to be a premium spot. Things is sunscreen and SPF clothing. So if you don't want to put the sunscreen on, if you don't like to slather that on or spray it on, you don't like all the chemicals in you, there's plenty of SPF clothing nowadays, long sleeve shirts. You even have the buffs that you can wear if you're going out on the water. Plenty of hats and things of that sort. So get some kind of clothing. The sun is rather intense here. And if you're out in it for 30 minutes or more, you can plan on being burned unless you're protected. So get that protection and take care of yourself. This is one subject that I get from people all the time. Are there alligators? Yes, there are alligators. Yes, they're going to be in most all the water that you see out here, but no, they don't want anything to do with you or me. They just want to be left alone. And when we encroach on their space or get near their nests, and if you have small animals, you definitely want to keep them away from the lakes because they do tend to pose that little bit of an enticement as a snack or something. So please keep your pets away from the water. But alligators can be in any body of water in our area, so be aware of that. Also, if you're going to swim in the Gulf of Mexico, please be aware that there are stingrays and jellyfish. First thing everybody thinks about is sharks. Well, sharks aren't really an issue here. Yes, they exist, black-tip sharks, nurse sharks, many of those types of sharks. So not one that's aggressive, not one that's trying to come and get you. But stingrays, if you step on it as you're walking into the water, it will whip its tail around and sting you in the leg. And it's a barb that sticks in you, so you will probably need medical attention for that. But the only way you can avoid that is shuffling your feet as you're walking in to avoid that from happening. The next thing is the jellyfish. They will float in. It's hard to see them. Yes, they're rather transparent, so one could come up against you, get you at its tentacles. It's going to be a sharp pain in one spot. Usually it's just a one-time sting, but they do exist, so be aware of that as you are enjoying the Gulf waters here. Next on the list of things that you would be on the lookout for is mosquitoes and what we call affectionately no-see-ums. The mosquitoes, obviously, everybody's aware of these. Most every area of the country has them. No-see-ums are tiny gnat-like insects that you can't see, hence the name no-see-um. And when they bite you, it hurts probably a little bit more than the actual mosquitoes. It's an annoyance. It's something that you just can't avoid. There's very few ways to keep them away. Even some of the repellents don't do it. So if you come in contact with the no-see-ums, just seek shelter inside. And saving the best for last, no state income tax. You heard it, no state income tax. So if you're used to paying that extra tax, you won't here. You have your federal income tax, your property tax, and your sales tax. Outside of that, there's nothing else to account for. As far as expenses and cost of living, stay tuned to the next video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to make sure that you're notified, because the next video is going to be about the cost of living in Fort Myers, Florida.